Adam Trigger here, WagerTalk.com. NFL Week 1 is finally upon us, and I'm here to talk Browns, Bengals. In the meantime, please like and subscribe to our channel and like these videos if you want these to, the free plays and the free videos to be coming all season long. But the NFL is finally here, and these lines have been up all summer. But amazingly, in a lot of cases, including this one, the lines have not moved that much, and I think it's extremely interesting for this game, Browns Bengals, that the line is still 2.5 because it's been known that Joe Burrow has been dealing with an injury all summer. He's going to play here. However, how productive he's going to be and how close he'll be to 100% is still sort of yet to be known. But yet we still come into, a couple days before game day, and it's still minus 2.5 Bengals. Which is a little bit of a concern to me because I like the Browns. Now, in theory, this should be a good spot for Cleveland at home to be catching points and being the right side. The Bengals came into Cleveland last year, played one of their worst games of the season. It was one of Burrow's worst games. The offensive line was torn apart by Cleveland's pass rush, which was actually pretty disappointing last year. However, they had an excellent game. I believe it was a Monday night game against Cleveland or against the Bengals where they went out early and never looked back. Burrow might have some mobility issues here off the injury, so that's something that could be, a concern there, which would also tilt me to the Browns side. And then the other thing that puts me on the Browns is just my overall general outlook for them this season. I think they really improved this past offseason. I think quarterback Deshaun Watson should be better just based on the fact that he had a normal offseason and preseason to prepare, as opposed to last year when we saw him come in around week 12, about 11 games into the season. And he was just supposed to come in and lead the Browns, the 3-8 Browns at that time, to out of the basement, if you will. So I think Watson's in a better spot. The offensive line is excellent. They have Nick Chubb, who's one of the best, best running backs in the league and one of the best. It doesn't even really matter who's back there, in my opinion. They're going to be able to run the ball. So all signs point to the Browns here. But there's one thing. This line is still 2.5, and that concerns me a little bit. The reason is it's known that Burrow might be compromised, and usually books like to move off of that 2.5 for teaser purposes. You can tease it up from 2.5 to 8.5. Typically, we see those 2.5s move quickly if they're going to be the sharp side or if the sharp bettors are going to target that. So that's a little bit of a concern for me. But I still think this matchup favors the Browns. And I'll be surprised if they don't cover this number and don't win this game outright. I really like the Browns this year. I bet them plus 125 to make the playoffs. And I will very likely get to the window with a client play here. If I don't, it will be a very strong lean. Browns plus 2.5. I just think this Browns team made big time improvements in the offseason. They come in here as a home dog. And the Bengals are just in a bit of a compromised spot without a 100% Joe Burrow. They've struggled in this matchup with the Browns in the past. And for all those reasons, I would have to take the points if I was going to bet this game. So Browns plus 2.5. And if you like these picks and like our videos, please check out the other videos on the screen and come on over to WagerTalk and come on over to the WagerTalk where I've got a great special going on. 3 weeks of plays for just $147. Follow me on Twitter at TopFlightSI.